What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over stocks that you need to buy right now, specifically 2 stocks to buy right now, and I'm going to tell you why and all the good juicy details. So you guys, let's get it. Alright, you guys, so I am going to just get into these 2 stocks. I'm not going to play no games. And you guys, I emphasize the right now part because the news that just came out is pretty legit, and I do feel like it is going to cause the stock prices of these stocks to rise significantly in the next even month or so. And these stocks by themselves, even prior to this news, were really good buys. And those stocks are going to be Target and Ulta. Now, some quick stats about Target itself. Currently trading at a price of around 161 bucks. It's got a dividend of 1.72%, which you guys know that I am a long-term investor. I love dividend companies, and I want to fill my portfolio with dividend income paying stocks. So I do own Target already, and I absolutely love it. So we do love that as a dividend. The PE ratio is 22, and you guys already know how I feel. PEs on dividend companies, I like to see 20 or less, so 22 really isn't scaring me. And the fact that the payout ratio, meaning how much money they're making, gets paid out back to shareholders in the form of those dividends, so the lower the better, is only 37%. Anything under 60 is usually seen as pretty safe. Under 40 is like really good. So 37, I'm here for it. And just personally, I love Target. I think Target is the one other superpower that can run against Amazon if it can get its online game right. And I'm not even talking about Walmart. Like, that's not even in my brain. Yes, Walmart, a lot of you have asked me about Walmart. I think it's a great investment. If you've done, I've never looked into really looking at Walmart. I know it's solid. It's a legit company. I know it has its Walmart Plus that's kind of rivaling Amazon, but in my brain, like, Target is so superior to Walmart just because I've talked a lot about being a consumer and believer in the company or the good or the service or whatever, and I never go to Walmart. So for that reason, I'm picking Target because I think if Target can throw something together like Walmart Plus, we got something going on, something big going on right there. Now, Ulta is a little bit of a different beast. She's a little bit of a different story. She's expensive, and she don't even pay me a dividend. She said, nah sis, she's about $256, and she doesn't give you anything for that. The PE ratio on this one is 55, so it's a little bit high, but if you're looking at a growth stock, I wouldn't be too concerned about that PE ratio because you can kind of get some mixed messages about PE ratios. Usually on growth stocks, depending on what they forecast and what they think it can do down the line in the future. Some people say if the PE is higher in a growth stock, that means it's going to grow a lot more. So I like to look at charts. I like to look at 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 if I can. And the 5 year on this chart, it's up about 50% over the last 5 years. And I gotta be honest with you, kind of like Target, I obviously favor Target, but Ulta, I mean, I'm a female, and I don't remember really shopping anywhere besides either Target or Ulta to get my makeup, especially now. I mean, I can honestly say in the last 5 years of my life, I've only bought my makeup through Ulta. There's so many brands that they offer. They got high-end luxury brands. I mean, my mascara, ooh, it's like $24. You know what? Most of you are guys and probably don't understand that, but as a girl, you need to have good mascara, okay? You need to have some good staples in your makeup drawer, okay? It can really make or break that face. And I buy these name brands through Ulta, and they have drugstore brands. They have their own salon in there. Like, they got stuff going on in there. I just really, like I've said 1,000 times before, believe in Ulta. I love Ulta. I just haven't purchased it in my own portfolio. 1, because it doesn't pay a dividend, and 2, it's expensive. And now that I'm with E-Trade, I can't buy fractional shares, so I'm a little bit upset. And there's just other things I'd rather put a sum of $256 into, but it is what it is. I might reconsider now that I know this deal going on. So if you're taking something like Ulta and Target and you bringing them together like this and just really, you know, putting them together, because y'all, the deal is that they're going to be opening Ulta stores inside Targets. Whoa, this kind of reminds me of like the whole Sephora and the JCPenney's, although I don't know why you would pick a JCPenney. I mean, I don't know who shops in JCPenney. I don't think that demographic was quite right there. Sephora is a very kind of edgy makeup brand, very kind of young targeted, and JCPenney, like I guess young people shop at JCPenney, but your girl, let's just say I've seen a lot of like my grandma at JCPenney, and I'm not sure that really worked out too well for them, but do think the Ulta move into Target is like, I mean, that's genius if you ask me. And I'm gonna tell you why, because in this video, I'm really pushing these two stocks and these two companies because, like I said, they're great on their own, but now with this information, I'm going to tell you why I personally, because it is pretty brand new, the release of this information, the release of the deal, if you will. I'm gonna go over personally a couple reasons why I think this is gonna be a game changer as a consumer perspective. It's also very important, like I said before, to understand the business and be a believer in it. And since I am a female who really gets most of all of my freaking things from these two stores, it's a game changer. So sit back, let me tell you a couple of reasons why I think you need to get both of these in your portfolio as soon as possible. Now, you know, you've seen the jokes online about, you know, your girl goes to Target for shampoo and crackers and she ends up spending $300. Like, this is real. This happens. You go in there for like a can of soup and a birthday card and you leave with, God, you don't even know what you leave with. You just, by the time your car is empty, you said, I got all that. And then she's like, that'll be $375. And you're like, all right, take my life savings. I mean, Target does this weird thing to people, and I gotta say, I've experienced it firsthand. I know pretty much every girl, every friend I've ever had can agree with me on that. But it's literally your one-stop shop for pretty much anything that you need. So this idea, I mean, they already have this makeup section, right? But they have a select few brands. They might have like CoverGirl and I don't even know, Lancome. Is that how you pronounce that? Lancome? Pixie or Pixar's one, I don't know. They got some like lower end brand things, and then you're gonna bring something in like Ulta that can literally open its own like store within the store of Target. They said it's gonna be like 1,000 square foot basically store within Target. And so you got these browsers in Target, right, looking at literally everything under the sun. They going in for some groceries, some toilet paper, they walk past the pharmacy, they walk past the clothes, they look over, they see Ulta, they might browse it in there. It's the browse game. That's dangerous. And Target really executes an amazing browse purchase. It's called an impulse purchase. There's gonna be a lot of impulses purchasing some Ulta out of these Targets, I can tell you that. So just the fact that Target's pretty much already known for this fact of you going in and spending 8x what you were supposed to spend, and now mixing in this whole makeup idea, and it's not just makeup, I mean, they got fragrance, they got hair stuff. I mean, it's really, Ulta's really like the biggest beauty supply company, and I think that's out there, but I don't know for sure. Don't quote your girl on that. But it's huge. It really is huge. And the fact that they are already so good at that impulse purchase game, I think they're going to not take advantage of, but kind of low-key take advantage of the housewives, the young moms, you know, the teenage girls. They know their demographic and they are going after that, and I think it's just a genius move. And then the second thing that I've kind of already touched on is the whole idea of Target and their online presence. So their online game has stepped it up a bit. You can order something from Target, you can literally drive there, they have reserved parking, you can go in and pick it up same day, you can have someone bring it out to your car and put it in the trunk. And I think COVID really emphasized how awesome this was for a lot of people, and I think the COVID is the key thing here. If they really hone in and focus on e-commerce and their online side of Target and the business and people purchasing Ulta through Target through their online store, whoo, I don't know, I think we got a competitor. I think Amazon's quaking and shaking in her damn boots. Amazon obviously is a behemoth. I don't think Target would really, you know, beat it or nothing like that. But if you take a store like Target that has literally everything you need, you can go get a book, you can get mascara, you can get your drugs, you can get your dog food, you can get your human food, you can get plumbing supplies, you can get literally anything you need in one place. And I think if they can kind of tweak out something like a Walmart Plus and do a Target Plus, or I don't know what they would name it. I don't know. I was gonna try to say something, but I really don't know. But you get my point. If they can hone in and own that, I mean, that's gonna be a game changer. And then to kind of just rebound and kind of roll with everything I've already talked about, this whole COVID idea, the new way of life, I guess, we've all gotten kind of accustomed to here about wearing the masks and the distancing and kind of cutting out the extracurriculars, the, you know, non-essential things. Ulta, how much it suffered from COVID was serious. It took a big hit. It took a big hit. And so them moving into a store like Target, that's an essential store because it provides food, toilet paper, all the necessities of life, is a smart move in this day and age. Because of COVID, tons of Ultas had to close. They had to shut down while places like Target were open. Now, if you can get someone to go inside a Target, they may be saving their business and their company because of Target being able to stay open when they cannot. And I think that was a smart move. I honestly think they probably should have done this a lot sooner. Obviously, nobody knew that COVID was going to be a thing or affect the economy in the way that it has. But I think going forward, people may just take a very long time to trust the old ways of life. Like just going into a store to spend time, like to go into a Lowe's and browse, or go into a Barnes and Noble. I mean, is there a Barnes and Noble around? I don't even know. Can you let me know down below if there's still Barnes and Nobles? Because I like that. I like a good Barnes and Noble. I like to read a good book. But I'm getting off topic. If you're gonna go out, people might be a little bit more selective with what stores that they're willing to risk their health going into, essentially. Do you think a lady's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna go browse the shelves of Ulta? Because when you go into Ulta, you're either getting makeup or hair products or like skincare, and they might not be so inclined to actually go into the store to buy something. And if they go online, they're probably going to Amazon because you can most likely buy all that stuff through Amazon. So I think the move of putting stores inside Target, because if you're someone and you're like, okay, well, I have to go get groceries or I have to go get toilet paper and paper towel, you might be that person to go to Target and you happen to walk by the Ulta store in the Target and say, oh God, you know what, I really need makeup wipes and I really need this night cream and I really need mascara, and you grab it. They're honing in and taking advantage of and really grabbing the business that they weren't even able to get through the door because of something like COVID, because they couldn't even have their doors open, or people just didn't feel the need to go risk their health in a store like Ulta. Do you get what I'm saying here? So you guys, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think I'm way off on this? Do you think it's too late? I looked at the prices today, I'm like, dang, they're expensive. But I still think they're gonna grow. Like, I sincerely think Target's gonna hit 200 easy soon. I think Ulta's easily gonna hit probably around 300. I don't know, let me know down below what you think. Also, you guys, damn, it's good to be back. I was dealing with some things. But your girl is back, and we are going to be getting back to our regularly scheduled program of 2 videos a week, all about money, stocks, finance, you know, having a good ass time and making money. So you guys, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing by hitting and be in the bottom corner or the red subscribe button. Join the crew, we would love to have you. And you guys, can I just get a thumbs up on the video for being back? Golly, it sucked. Can you just hit the damn thumbs up so we can help this video get out and I can get back on track, because the algorithm now sees me as no longer there, I think. So if you would do your girl a favor, just smack the thumbs up button. And you already know, if you made it this far, you are the real MVP. Come here, you know I love you. And like always, you guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is, and always remember to do it, set your hearts on fire, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.